Oh, now these guys have giant robots too? Now you're just being greedy.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider MAZINE DX Time Machine and O's Ridewatch. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. It's quite a large box here. So, right here on the front of the box, we have the Time Machine, we have the O's Ridewatch, we have the GO. On the top of the box, we have the Time Machine. On the bottom of the box, Time Machine. On the side of the box, Time Machine. On the side of the box, Time Machine. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff and things, and Sun Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. But first, let's take a look at the included ride watch. This is the O's ride watch. You can say done in green and yellow. Right up top here, we have O's symbol, 2010. Of course, we have the sticker detailing here for part of O's helmet. The usual detailing, your good ride watchedness, goodness of ride watchiness. You have the rails on the back. You got your QR code. You want to scan it? Go ahead. Free scan on me. You're welcome. So, without further ado, let's get down to the noises. So, push the button up top, and we get... And push it again. And of course, as always, everything gets lit up all nice and bright like with those LEDs. And when we turn the face of the watch, we get the full look there at O's helmet, and we can light that up. So there you have that. So without further ado, let's bring in the Jiku driver and our friend the rider can, because if the rider can, you can. And of course, as always, you can use this with either GO or Gates, but since GO used it first, we're going to use it with GO, so let's get down to it. So there you go, you got the Takatora Bata for O's 2010 there on the screen. So there you have that. So now we will do our final attack. Explosions and things happen. Guys, it's awesome. And I'll just turn it off, just to make sure you can hear everything a little bit clearly. I know some people complain about me being considerate, but hey, you know, I like to be considerate. Sue me. So, there you have that. And last but not least, we'll bring in the Jikangiredo. And now it's time for the main event of the Time Machine itself. And yes, this is the Time Machine that GO and Gates use on the show. And it totally just looks like a robot with one of those little ab rollers, you know, it's working on his core. Got to keep the core strong when you're time traveling, but hey, it is what it is. But here it is in its time machine or Majin mode, and you know, hey, not a whole lot to it, but you know. It is what it is. But let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. There is a lot of nice molded detail on this toy, though, which I do quite like. You get that nice pink here in the cockpit section. Well, some pink going on the sides here. Again, some nice molded detail throughout, as you can see. Doesn't look too bad. Going on the legs. Big old feet. In the back here. The feet are hollow. There's the underside. We'll see more of that when we get to our robot mode. But yeah, I mean, no, not a whole lot to it. It just, you know, just a dude on his hands and knees, pretty much. But hey, if you wanted to, I guess you could, you know, sit Geo up here, since there is kind of like a seat up here, you know, kind of do that, you know. That's a thing. That's a thing you can do if you want to do it. Hey, why not? Dare I say why not? But yeah, time machine. Time machine. Whoosh. Okay. So let's just get down to robot mode here. So to transform it, it is quite simple. You just take the legs and you straighten them out. That one click. There you go. You got that part done. And then it'll stand up. It's not going to stand up because it's a little front heavy now. Just need to raise up a bit. Okay. So once you do that, you just want to take this whole section here and just bring this down like so. Then you want to split this section here. Take these sections and just rotate them around. Just bring them around like that. And then you just split this section here. Once you do that, you can just take the shoulders and just bring them back like that. And once you do that, just take the forearms, rotate them around, rotate the fists so everything is oriented properly. So rotate that, and that is it. There you have the time machine in its robot mode. And as you can see, it currently does not have a doesn't have a face. It doesn't have a head. So they include this kind of faux Geo ride watch here. You can see just the sticker on the front here. It has all the detailing there, but it's not an actual ride watch, as you can see. And you can take this, and this thing is quite tall also. You can take this, and it just clips in right in here. Clip it on like so, and there you go. Now the time machine has a face there. So, hey. Not too bad. I like that they give you that as a display option, you know, in case you want to use your ride watches for other things. I like they still give you that option of having a face there if you want. Now, articulation-wise, this panel that the ride watch is on does pivot, so it does give you a bit of head articulation there. The arms can rotate. They can do a full 360 on a nice ratchet. Can go in and out. About 2 clicks. If you bring the arm forward, you actually get full range of movement there. You do have rotation right at the elbow. You have 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You do have wrist rotation. The legs can move forward. 2 good clicks. Back, you get 1 click. No outward movement. You do get rotation right above the knee. And you get 90 degrees of knee bend. And do the feet move? The feet don't move at all. Nope, the feet don't move. So, not a whole lot of articulation, but honestly more than I was expecting. So, hey. Also, let's get in close here so we can take a look at these details. Here on the chest, there's a nice pearlescent paint on it, which looks quite nice. You get some green in there as well. I get some nice molded detail here throughout the robot. Not too bad. Not too bad. Big old feet. Yeah, not a whole lot to it there. Now, if you don't want to use the faux ride watch on the time machine, you can plug in a full-on ride watch, and it just clips on the exact same way. And get in there, just clip it in, like so. And we can replicate what we saw in the show there with the O's ride watch on the time machine. And again, you get that little bit of head articulation there. So you can recreate that if you want to. The only thing that bugs me is when you do have a full-on ride watch on here, it does make him lean forward a little bit. It makes him a little front heavy. Just kind of weighs him down a bit, and there's no way to really offset that because there's nothing that moves in the ankles, and the knees only have that 1 click. So it's And the hips don't really work with you either, because again, they just work in just big clicks. So there's no real way to kind of offset that little bit of lean. I mean, there's no real worry of it falling forward, but still, it just kind of worries me a bit. I would just like to be able to just kind of straighten them out, just to kind of offset the weight of the ride watch. But you know, again, you can do it. You can not do it. All things you can do if you want to. Me personally, I think I'm just going to leave the faux Geo ride watch on there. And for comparison, just so you can get a sense of how big the Time Machine is, here it is with Pat Kaiser. And as you can see, he is quite a bit taller than the current Super Sentai mechs. So it's definitely a decent sized toy. A couple other things you can do here with the Time Machine is you can use the little drill crusher that comes with the build armor. And you can actually clip it onto these little clips here, like so, and actually give the Time Machine some little weapons. The clip is on both sides, so you can put it in either hand. So you know, hey, that's a thing. That's a thing you can do if you want to do it. And the last thing we can do is we can actually have someone piloting the Time Machine. So we can just open up the chest here, and we'll just bring in Gio, and all you do is just drop his legs down. There's a clip right back here that'll go behind his waist. You do want to kind of put him in there with his arms bent first. That kind of helps him get in there a little easier. And once you do that, you just kind of push his arms down. There's not a whole lot of room for his arms in this thing. They didn't give him enough room. But, you know, you can get him in there. It's not the most comfortable thing, but hey, he's in there. A little cramped, but he's in there. There you go. And you just close that up, and you can see Gio's legs now just kind of hanging down there, which does restrict the leg articulation now, because now instead of the 2 clicks, now you only get 1, because if you go up further than that, you're probably going to break Gio's legs off. So you only get 1 click now if you have Gio in there. But still, you can have someone piloting the Time Machine. You can have others in here if you want. Obviously, you can put Gates in there as well, but you can also put in the Rider Kicks figure build. He actually fits in there pretty well. So, you know, you can put build in there if you want to, and put the build ride watch up top and have him piloting it. Hey, why not? Dare I say why not? Banjo! Banjo does fit in here, but the thing is, you have to kind of take his shoulder pads and put them up. It's kind of the only way he'll fit, but he will fit. You can put Banjo in there, like so. Yeah, he'll fit in there. Again, it's a little cramped, but hey, he'll fit. Close it up in there. There you go. So hey, all things you can do if you want to do them. So there you have the Time Machine and the O's Ride Watch. You know, there's not a whole lot to the Time Machine. It's a very simplistic robot. Not a whole lot to it, but still it's cool to have a representation of it that I can put on my shelf now. And it is quite a, you know, a big figure as well, so I do appreciate the size of it. Cool that you can have a rider piloting it. Cool that you can decide, you know, what ride watch you want to have as the head, so there's a little bit of customization there as well. So overall, you know, it's not the greatest thing ever, but there are things that I can appreciate about it, so. There you go. Now, I picked this up from CS Toys, but of course there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you're interested, such as Hobby Link Japan, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake. Of course, there's always eBay and Amazon, but do be wary of the pricing. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for some Kamen Rider items. They mostly just sell figure arts at this point, but if you want to check them out, there'll be a link to their site in the description down below. You can also check out the Geo playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Kamen Rider Geo DX Time Machine and O's Ride Watch. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek. Be proud. Palm in your face. What is that? It's what we use to travel through time. It's kind of part of our mission. Can I try it? No! Can I try it, please? Why? so you can use it to find a way to rule the world and become a very evil person? Thanks! What the? You see? Evil!